Life doesn't change by chance. It changes by choice. And this is the story of a boy who chose to fight his greatest enemy, laziness. There was a boy named Rohan. He was smart, talented, even creative. But he had one problem. He was extremely lazy. He woke up late. He avoided homework. He postponed every task. And whenever someone gave him advice, he simply said, "I'll do it tomorrow." But tomorrow never came. One day, his father noticed that Rohan had failed in almost every subject. His room was messy, his books were untouched, and his goals? They were buried under layers of excuses. His father didn't shout, he didn't scold. Instead, he said something very simple. "Rohan, your life is slipping away. Not because you're not capable, but because you're not willing." These words hit the boy hard. For the first time, he saw disappointment in his father's eyes. And that night, he couldn't sleep. He kept asking himself, "Why do I always delay things? Why am I becoming my own enemy?" The next morning, Rohan's father took him to visit an old carpenter named Kabir, a wise man who lived in a small workshop at the edge of the town. Kabir welcomed them with a smile. Rohan's father said, "Master Kabir, my son is drowning in laziness. He needs your guidance." Kabir looked at Rohan and asked, "Tell me, boy, what is the heaviest thing in the world?" Rohan thought for a moment and replied, "Maybe a mountain or a big stone." Kabir laughed softly and said, "No, the heaviest thing in the world is an unstarted task." Rohan looked confused. Kabir continued, "When you delay something, your mind becomes heavier. You feel guilt, stress, pressure, and still, nothing gets done." Then Kabir placed a small wooden plank in front of Rohan and said, "Cut it." Rohan rolled his eyes. "That's easy." But Kabir shook his head. "This is your laziness test. Every time you delay a cut, I will add another plank." Rohan agreed, but instead of starting immediately, he checked his phone, stared around, and waited. Kabir quietly added another plank. Still, Rohan didn't start. Kabir added more. Soon, there was a tower of wooden planks, and Kabir said, "Now cut them all." Rohan panicked. "Master, this is too much." Kabir replied calmly, "This is what you do with your life. When you delay one task, life adds 10 more. Laziness multiplies your problems." For the first time, Rohan understood. His excuses were building a tower he could no longer climb. Rohan returned home in silence. That night, he made a decision. "I will not let laziness destroy my future." The next morning, he woke up at 6 a.m. His bed was organized. His books were arranged. He opened his notebook and wrote, "Start now." It wasn't easy. His mind still whispered, "Just 5 more minutes." But he ignored it. Every day, he completed small tasks. He studied for 1 hour, then 2. He cleaned his room. He helped his parents. Slowly, his confidence grew. His teachers were shocked. His friends were surprised. And his father? His eyes filled with pride. Months passed. Now it was time for the final exams. Rohan wasn't scared anymore. He had worked hard. He had changed himself. When the results came, something unbelievable happened. He passed all subjects with excellent marks. People congratulated him. But he said, "Don't congratulate me for the marks. Congratulate me for defeating the old version of myself." Remember, your greatest battle is not with the world. It is with your own laziness. Laziness steals your dreams silently. It delays your success. It destroys your potential. And the only way to defeat it is start before you feel ready. Because once you start, laziness loses its power. So ask yourself today, what am I delaying? What tasks am I avoiding? What future am I risking? Start today. Start now. And prove to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses. Because your life is waiting for the moment you decide to take action.